Hi, welcome back to our podcast that talks about ethical dilemmas. We are Jimena and Paola.
Talk about 4 specific factors that can influence or impact veganism or opinions on veganism in different ways. These 4 are religion, health, ideas on animal worth, and the food industry.
In my opinion, I think that veganism can be either good or bad because there are a lot of different factors that are having either positive or negative effects on people's lives. I also think that veganism can be a way to stop animal violence in the industries.
In my opinion, veganism is correct and acceptable as long as it is not based on putting animals in the same level as human beings. I believe that it should be based on personal health, on the food industry, or on animal abuse regarding this industry, but never on defending animals because they have our same worth. My religion influences my opinion, as so does my culture, since I live in Mexico and I have grown eating animals almost every single day of my life.
As a Catholic myself, my religion allows me to eat all the red meat I want. We don't have rules that apply to us, but in the religion of the Hinduism, they have certain rules that they think that cows are sacred. Like Gandhi. Gandhi once says that cow protection to me is not more protection of the cow, it means protection of all the lives and in health and wakes in the world. Because he thinks that cows are being that are like these sacred things and that we must protect them. Also, an Indian leader called Dada Baswani stated that animals are human beings in the making.
As I said before, my religion also affects my opinion on the topic. Just like you, I'm a Catholic Christian. Therefore, I believe in God. I believe that Jesus came to this world to save us and teach us how to behave in order to get to heaven. My point with this is that Jesus ate meat and believed that animals were first humans to eat. He didn't put animals on human level. He saw the differences between us humans and the animals.
On another note, we must also talk about the factor of health. According to Insider, they also stated that changing diet to an all-vegan can come with a lot of health benefits, but also with a lot of risk. According to Insider, a person that has an all-vegan lifestyle tends to lack iron and choline. What happens is that with these nutrients, help the metabolism, brain, and memory. People that lack these nutrients tend to have Alzheimer's in their younger years.
I agree with your perspective on this. Veganism can impact positively on someone's health, but it can also have negative consequences if it is not treated correctly or carried out with the help of an expert. My environment has influenced my idea of this because I have a sister that is vegan, and I have seen how this has impacted and affected her health, both positively and negatively.
Another point is that people start to see animals as equal as humans because, like I said before, there are various religions that think that animals are sacred, but we eat animals because our bodies need it to survive. Since very little, in school and in my health, they teach me to eat in proportions because everything in excess is bad. I know that if I only eat animal protein, it will cause diseases, but I also know that animal proteins are good.
I agree with you. Many people go vegan because they want to protect the animal's life like a human life. They believe that they are worth the same. But according to many scientific studies carried out in universities such as Oxford and Penn DC, humans differ from animals in many different ways, which makes them in a way superior. Some of these differences are theory of mind, episodic memory, human emotions, sympathy and compassion, language and culture, ethics, consciousness, etc. This shows that humans are in fact over animals. This does not mean that we get to harm them or abuse them, but to put them on the same level as human beings can be an insult to many. On the other hand, thanks to my education, I do believe that the industry is very messed up, and it is okay to be vegan if this is your reason. According to experts Hannah Ritchie and Max Dosser, the production of meat and dairy products has more than quadrupled in the past 50 years, which has caused a major environmental impact and damage.
Yes, I also agree with you that the production of meat has caused a higher impact in emissions of greenhouse effects, more than carbon dioxide. According to Reveal, there is a YouTube channel that talks about the products of certain things. They make a video about the production of hamburgers, in which they explain how the red meat has a higher contamination rate than carbon dioxide. They also mention that the red meat is the cause of many diseases. I think that it's shocking to learn that even though being vegan can give us a more healthy lifestyle, it can also come with some negative aspects.
So the ethical dilemma that we talked about in this episode was veganism. What can influence it, what can it cause, and our opinions and ideas on it.
So to conclude this podcast, we want to leave you with this reflecting question. To what extent is being vegan helping a person's health, and under what reasoning is it acceptable?
Two articles that sustain my posture were written in Pen DC. One of them is on the lack of evidence that non-human animals possess anything remotely resembling a theory of mind, written by Povenly DJ in 2007. Another one is Darwin's Mistake, explaining the discontinuity between human and non-human minds, the behavioral and brain sciences, written by Holokaik J.K. in 2008. I also retrieved some information from an article called Meat and Dairy Production, written by Richie H. and Rosser M. on August 15, 2017.
My point of view was sustained by articles and videos online, like the article 5 Reasons Indo Vegetarians Should Go Vegan by Venkatessan, written in Veg News, How Going Vegan Can Affect Your Body and Brain by Landsberg in Insider, and the hidden cost of hamburgers video produced by The Review.